This one trick has been used for centuries to win thousands of dollars, piss off the hecklers, and make your friends hate you. Let me show you what it is. Here we go. For those of you who are curious, by the way, these are my very own Canis Lupus Alpha Lux playing cards launching on Kickstarter on February 8th, 2025. That's less than a week from now. You can click the first link in the description to sign up for a notification of the launch, and if you do that, there's a secret I'll be sharing with you later in this video. Try this one on for size. I heard you like making bets, so before we do anything, I'm gonna hand the deck off to you, and you can shuffle up the cards as much as you like. Make sure everything's fair. You wanna give it a riffle shuffle, overhand shuffle, you wanna give it maybe a couple of cuts, you can go ahead and do whatever you like. Once you're done, you put the deck down on the table, right? Fair so far. Now I want you to take a packet of cards from the top of the deck and give this whole packet a shuffle as well. Again, very fair. Then wherever you stop, take a look at and memorize the top card, right? Hopefully you got that card memorized. Take it, leave it back here. And now, again, I want this to be fair for both parties. So I'll just shuffle it somewhere right into the center of the deck, just like this, right? Complete fairness. And if you want, you can also give the deck a cut because I want this to be fair. You made the final move. That's what it was. Now, the stakes, what are we gonna do for this? Here I have my life's worth. One whole US dollar. I don't know where it's worth anywhere else, but to me, this is my life. This is my life's worth, all right? So this is what you get if you win. But if I win, 1 million, I get $1 million because what I'm gonna do is practically just take a guess. I'm gonna deal cards up, face up, just like this, all right? And I'm gonna try to find your card. And if I can find your card, I win the million. But if I lose, I give you the dollar. All right, here we go. This is getting tough. This is getting tough. The more I do this, the less I feel like I actually know what I'm doing. I would think I'd get a sense of what card, but no, I know. Oh, okay. I think the next card that I'm going to turn over is going to be your selected card. Are we making this bet? Are we making this bet right now? All right, very good. So your selected card was the King of Spades. Did I win? What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. The effect I'm sharing with you today has been done many times over and comes with a bunch of different names. But this specific one is known as a sporting proposition, aka making a bet, by Carl Fulves. You may have seen this in the past. I may have done it many years back, but now I've lost track. Wow, I'm so good at rhyming. So good at rhyming. So this time, I'll share a different handling that you probably haven't seen before. So before we dive right into the tutorial, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and get ready to piss off all your friends. Now grab your favorite deck, and let's do it. Can't reach the camera. That's it. That's as far as I can go. Just pretend. And welcome to the tutorial. I can't convey to you how excited, passionate I am about these playing cards. Like, this just doesn't come out in words. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's the secret I promised you in the beginning. I had 15 sample decks made, and I just have 2 standard and 2 gilded decks left. For anyone who goes to the pre-launch page on Kickstarter and signs up for the notification on launch, you will be entered in a giveaway to win a gilded Canis Lupus Alpha Lux deck. So the winner of that deck will be announced the day before the Kickstarter goes live. Just click the first link in the description to sign up, and then comment down below saying that you're ready for launch. Sorry about the big tangent there, but I just can't not talk about this deck. I am super excited for its launch. What are we actually here for again? The tutorial. What you need for this effect, of course, is a deck of playing cards, and I'd say this is more of a beginner level trick. Anyone can do this. I just added a bit more flair in my performance in terms of how I handle the cards, so we can definitely go through that, but anyone can do this. Now, this trick really hinges on performance, right? You can perform it in any way you like. I've mainly used it to deal with hecklers. You can use it for gambling. I'm kind of sort of against doing that, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. So to start this trick, you want to hand the deck off to the spectator and allow them to shuffle it up. As soon as the spectator is done with shuffling up the deck, all you have to do is memorize a key card, and that key card is going to be whatever card's on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take the Joker out, and we're going to use the 3 of clubs, right? So that's going to be the card that you're remembering. That's not the card the spectator has. So as soon as the deck has been shuffled, generally you'd ask for the spectator to get the deck back. As you're getting the deck back, take a quick peek, or as you're making hand gestures, take a quick peek and memorize the bottom card. Don't make it obvious. You're going to look like an idiot. All right, so that deck is put down on the table. And then you tell the spectator, we're gonna make a friendly bet. So I want you to first have a card selected, and the way that we're gonna do that is break off a packet of cards from the top of the deck, give this packet a thorough shuffle, and as soon as they're done shuffling, they're gonna take a look at and memorize the top card. In this case, their card is going to be, you know what? Let's make it a better card. We'll use the Ace of Spades. I love the Ace of Spades. It was designed so well. I freaking love it. We're gonna use the Ace of Spades. So let's say they shuffled. their card now is the Ace of Spades, and we don't know what that card is, right? So me and you, we have no idea what the card is. That's put down on the table. All we know is our bottom card, which is the 3 of clubs, but their card is the Ace of Spades. As soon as this is done, the way that I did the handling this time around is I did a couple of strip cuts and put them on top of the deck. Now, normally, how strip cuts are done, I'll take this card out just to show you, I'll take the bottom card out to show you as well. Normally, how strip cuts are done is you peel off the top packet here, then peel off top packet, peel off top packet, peel off top packet. Doing it this way, it's actually a shuffle and the card will be lost somewhere in the center of the deck. But the way that I handled this, again, if we put the ace on top, our 3 of clubs on the bottom, the way that I handled it, to make it look like it was strip cuts, I first did a normal strip, just like this, right? Take the top packet, put it down here. And by the way, the way I'm holding this, if you want to do it similar, my middle finger and thumb, kind of like pinchers here, my middle finger and thumb of my right hand or dominant hand is going to hold a chunk of the bottom, whereas these 2 fingers are going to hold bits of the top. So looking something like this, and that's how I take these cards apart. So first strip, I'm taking that down. Now, because of how quickly the strip action is going to be happening, the first strip, you take the top packet. Second strip, you're going to actually take the bottom packet. So up to speed, it's just going to look like you're stripping the cards. But in slow motion, you strip that top packet here, right? Strip that top packet, and then you strip the bottom packet. What this is going to accomplish is what the? I definitely cut the deck at some point. I have no idea. But anyway, 3 of clubs on the bottom, ace of spades on top. The first one is a normal strip. The second one is going to be a strip from the bottom, like this. What that's going to do is going to take our 3 of clubs and put it right on top of the ace of spades. And then you continue doing normal strip cuts, taking from the top of the deck. So now the card is lost somewhere in the center, but it's right underneath the 3 of clubs. And then you ask the spectator if they want to give the deck a cut, they can give the deck a cut. Now, you can introduce the concept of gambling earlier on, or you can introduce it at this point. That's going to be completely up to you. I want that to be fully your performance. Since this trick is so easy, it heavily relies on performance to actually have that good impact. Right, so now the deck has been cut. Now let's just say I set the bet, I lost my dollar. Oh, there it is. So there you go. Boom, $1 on the table. And then you can do exactly as I did, keep dealing off cards. And you're going to keep dealing until you see your key card, which in our case is the 3 of clubs, right? So there's the 3 of clubs. Once you see it, the next card that you deal is going to be the spectator selected card. And that's the card you memorize now. So now you have ace of spades memorized, you know what their card is. Deal maybe 3 to 5 more cards, right? You deal a couple more cards, and then you say, okay. And gesture at this point, as you push this card over, the next card that I flip over is going to be your selected card. You're going to make that bet. They're going to say, yeah, obviously, because, I mean, come on. They've seen that you passed their card. They're going to say yes. And you're just like, okay, you reach for this card. You don't pick it up. You reach for this card. Then you spread this out and be like, oh, your card was the ace of spades, wasn't it? And then you just turn that face down. Everyone's going to hate you. Everyone will hate you for this, or they'll have a good laugh. Up to you what you're doing. But there you have a sporting proposition. Nothing else to say, really. This deck has been my everything for like the past 3 months, and if you could support me by just getting 1 from the Kickstarter, it would truly mean the world. That's it. As always, a huge shout out to all my Patreon producers, and thank you, love you, see you soon.